Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Pod Studio. I'm Alex, and I am so happy you are joining us today. This is the place where we talk about life, work, and everything in between, all while helping you improve your English naturally.
Hi, Alex, and hi to all our listeners. I'm Emma. I'm really excited about today's topic because I think it's something we all feel every single day.
You are right, Emma. Today, we are asking a big question. Is being busy really a good thing? We live in a world where everyone seems to be running. If you ask a friend, how are you, they usually say, oh, I'm so busy. It's almost like a badge of honor.
A badge of honor. That's an interesting way to say it. You mean people are proud of being busy? Like it's a trophy?
Exactly. People think that if they are busy, they are important. But is that true? Or are we just tired for no reason? This topic is so useful because we use these words every day, at work, with our families, and with our friends.
I agree. It's a great way for our listeners to learn how to talk about their schedules, their feelings, and how they spend their time. So everyone, please just relax. Maybe grab a cup of coffee or tea and listen to us talk. No pressure, just natural English.
That's the spirit. If you enjoy listening to us, we are so glad you were here at Pod Studio. Now, Emma, let's start with you. Honestly, how was your week? Were you busy?
Oh, Alex, I was crazy busy. That is a phrase I use a lot. It means I had so many things to do that I felt a little bit crazy. I had work meetings, I had to go to the gym, I had to cook dinner, and I had to help my sister move to her new apartment. By Wednesday, I was exhausted.
I hear that word a lot. Exhausted. For our friends listening, that just means very, very tired, like zero energy left.
Yes, zero energy. But the strange thing is, even though I was exhausted, I felt good telling people I was busy. When my mom called and I said, I can't talk long, I'm so busy, I felt, I don't know, productive?
Productive. That's a key word. Being productive means you are actually getting things done. You are finishing your tasks. But I think there is a big difference between being busy and being productive.
I think you're right. Sometimes I spend 3 hours being busy, but I don't actually finish anything. For example, yesterday I sat at my computer, I opened my email, then I checked my phone, then I got a glass of water, then I looked at the news. I was doing things, but I wasn't being productive.
I do that all the time. I call that fake busy. It feels like work, but it's just noise. In English, we sometimes say we are running in circles. Imagine a dog chasing its own tail. It's moving very fast, it looks busy, but it isn't going anywhere.
Running in circles. I love that. I definitely ran in circles yesterday. But why do we do this? Why do we feel the need to always be doing something?
I think it's because of society. If I sit on my sofa for 20 minutes and just look out the window, people think I'm lazy. They might say, Alex, why are you wasting time?
Wasting time. That's a strong phrase. It means using time in a bad way or for no reason. But is resting really wasting time?
I don't think so. In fact, I think we need that time to recharge our batteries. You know, like your phone. When the battery is at 5%, you have to plug it in. Humans are the same.
That's a perfect example. If I don't recharge, I become cranky. Do you know that word?
Oh, I know it well. Cranky means you get angry or annoyed easily because you're tired. My brother is very cranky in the morning before he has his coffee.
Exactly. So if we are too busy, we get cranky, we get exhausted, and we stop being kind to people. So really, being too busy is actually a bad thing.
But wait, Emma, let's look at the other side. What about people who have nothing to do? Sometimes if I have a completely free day with no plans, I feel bored. And sometimes being bored makes me feel a bit sad or useless.
That's a fair point. There's a balance. Having nothing on your plate can be just as difficult as having too much on your plate.
Oh, I like that expression, on your plate. It's like a dinner plate, right? If your plate is full, you have a lot of work or responsibilities. If your plate is empty, you have nothing to do.
Yes, so if I say, I have a lot on my plate right now, it's a polite way to tell someone I am very busy and cannot take more work. It's very common in offices.
It is, and it sounds a bit more professional than just saying I'm stressed. So back to the balance. I think humans like to feel useful. We like to achieve things. For example, when I finish a big project at work, I feel a sense of achievement.
A sense of achievement. That means the good feeling you get when you do something difficult or important. Like when our listeners finish listening to a long podcast in English, they should feel a sense of achievement.
Definitely. But the problem is when the sense of achievement becomes an addiction. Some people are addicted to being busy. They finish one thing and immediately start the next. They never stop to breathe.
I have a friend like that. Her name is Sarah. Sarah wakes up at 5 a.m. She goes for a run, she works for 10 hours, she takes a language class, she cooks a 3-course meal, and then she cleans her whole house. When I talk to her, she talks so fast. I feel tired just listening to her.
Wow, Sarah sounds like a high achiever. But does she seem happy?
That's the thing. She says she is happy, but she's always stressed out. She worries about the next thing on her to-do list.
Ah, the famous to-do list. I have a love-hate relationship with my to-do list. I love crossing things off. It feels so good to draw a line through a task. But the list never ends. It's like a monster that grows every night.
A to-do list monster. I'm going to use that. I think the secret is to prioritize. That's a big word, but it just means deciding what is the most important thing to do first.
Right, because not everything is urgent. Urgent means it must be done right now. Like if your house is on fire, that is urgent. If you need to buy new socks, that is not urgent.
Right. But sometimes we treat everything like it's urgent. We treat an email about a meeting next month like it's a fire. We rush.
To rush, to move too fast. When we rush, we make mistakes. I remember one time I was in such a rush to get to a meeting that I put on 2 different shoes. One was black and one was dark blue.
No way! Did anyone notice?
Only when I sat down and crossed my legs. It was so embarrassing. But that happened because I was too busy to even look at my feet.
That's a great example of why being too busy is bad. We lose mindfulness. We aren't present in the moment. We're always thinking about the next moment.
Mindfulness. That's a popular word these days. It just means paying attention to what you are doing right now. If you're eating, really taste the food. If you're walking, feel your feet on the ground. If you're talking to a friend, really listen.
I struggle with that. Sometimes when I'm talking to my husband, I'm actually thinking about what I need to buy at the supermarket. I'm there physically, but my mind is somewhere else.
We all do it. And I think technology makes it worse. Our phones make us available 24 hours a day. In the past, when you left the office, work was over. Now, work follows you into your pocket.
That's so true. I get notifications all evening. Ding, you have an email. Ding, someone messaged you on LinkedIn. It makes me feel like I should be busy even when I'm trying to watch a movie.
I've started doing something called digital detox. It sounds fancy, but it just means I turn my phone off for 2 hours every evening.
A detox, like when people only drink green juice to clean their bodies.
Exactly, but for the brain. No screens, no scrolling, just peace. At first, it was hard. I felt fidgety.
Fidgety? What does that mean?
It means you can't sit still. You want to move your hands or do something because you feel nervous. I kept reaching for my phone even though it was off.
I get that. It's like an itch you need to scratch. But after a while, did you feel better?
So much better. I realized that the world didn't end because I didn't check my email at 8 p.m. The urgent things were still there the next morning and I had more energy to handle them.
To handle them. That means to deal with them or solve them. I like that. So by being less busy in the evening, you were more productive in the morning.
Exactly. It's a paradox. A paradox is when something seems to be the opposite of what you expect. By doing less, I actually achieved more.
I want to try that, but I worry that if I say no to things, people will be disappointed. Like if a friend asks me to go to a party and I say, no, I need to rest, I feel guilty.
Guilt is a big reason why we stay busy. We don't want to let people down. To let someone down means to disappoint them or not do what they expected.
Yes, I hate letting people down, so I say yes to everything. Yes, I can help. Yes, I will come. Yes, I can finish that report. And then I am overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. That's a perfect word for B1 learners. It's like when you are swimming and a huge wave goes over your head. You feel like you're drowning in work or chores.
That's exactly how it feels, drowning. So how do we stop feeling guilty? How do we say no?
I think we have to change how we think about no. Saying no to a party is actually saying yes to your own health. Saying no to extra work is saying yes to quality. If you do 10 things at once, you do them all poorly. If you do 2 things, you do them brilliantly.
That's a good way to look at it. Quality over quantity.
Exactly. Let's talk about leisure time. Leisure time is your free time when you are not working and you have no chores. What is your favorite way to spend leisure time, Emma?
Honestly, I love pottering around.
Pottering around? That's a very British-sounding expression. Tell us what it means.
It means doing little things around the house, but in a very slow, relaxed way. Maybe I move a plant, then I tidy a bookshelf, then I make a cup of tea. There is no goal, there is no rush. It's the opposite of being busy.
I love that. For me, it's gardening. When I'm in the garden, I lose track of time.
Lose track of time. That means you don't notice the hours passing. You think it has been 10 minutes, but it has actually been 2 hours.
Yes, and that is a sign of flow. Have you heard of the flow state?
Is that when you are so focused on something that everything else disappears?
Exactly. It's a very healthy state for the brain. But you can't get into flow if you are constantly checking your watch or your phone. You need unstructured time.
Unstructured time. So time with no plan, no schedule?
Right. Many parents today are worried because their children are too busy. They have school, then piano lessons, then soccer practice, then homework. They have no time to just play, to be bored.
That's true. And as adults, we forget how to play too. We think everything must have a purpose, even our hobbies. People don't just run anymore, they train for a marathon. They don't just paint, they start an art business.
You are so right. We turn our hobbies into side hustles. A side hustle is a small business you do in your free time to make extra money.
Yes, and then your hobby becomes work, and then you are busy again. It's a trap.
It really is a trap. I think the real skill in the modern world isn't being busy, it's being able to stay calm in a busy world.
I agree. So let's give some advice to our listeners. If someone feels overwhelmed and too busy right now, what should they do?
First, I would say, take a deep breath. It sounds simple, but it works. It tells your brain you are safe.
That's good. I would add, look at your to-do list and pick 3 things, just 3. Forget the rest for today. The world will not stop if you don't do the laundry until tomorrow.
Great advice. And maybe try to find a doing nothing moment, even if it's just 5 minutes of sitting on a park bench or looking out the window without a phone.
I like that. Doing nothing is a skill we need to practice. It's not being lazy, it's being smart.
Exactly. Well, Emma, I have to say, talking to you today has made me feel much more relaxed. I was feeling a bit rushed before we started, but now I feel at ease.
At ease. What a lovely expression. It means feeling relaxed and comfortable. I'm glad we could do that for each other, Alex.
Me too, and I hope our listeners feel at ease too. We've talked a lot today. Being productive versus being busy, the to-do list monster, recharging our batteries, and the importance of saying no.
We also learned some great phrases like on my plate, running in circles, and losing track of time. I hope everyone can use at least one of these this week.
Definitely. Don't try to learn them all at once. Don't be too busy with your English. Just pick 1 or 2 that you like.
That's very wise, Alex.
Well, I think it's almost time to wrap up. To wrap up means to finish something, like the end of a meeting or a podcast.
It was a pleasure, Alex. I'm going to go now and do absolutely nothing for 30 minutes.
That sounds like a perfect plan. I think I will do the same. Maybe I'll just go and potter around my kitchen.
Perfect. To all our listeners at Pod Studio, thank you for spending your valuable time with us. Remember, it's okay to slow down.
It really is. You're doing a great job with your English, so don't rush the process. Just enjoy the journey.
Well said, Alex. We will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.